Oops, I'm running AFT. LOL. Hello, and welcome to the Shadow of Mordor. This is a game with an interesting sort of cycle, really. What happened was, beta codes were given out to some people, not all people, but some people, and I didn't get one. So I legitimately bought this game. I know, shocking. And there was a lot of sort of pre-agreements that went around, and I don't know why. Because as you can possibly tell from here, I am 43% through, and I've finished the game. I've put 27 hours in. It's a good game. I will give this is Jeff. He was a man from Gondor. And he has some special powers. I will put a pre-warning in here. There are going to be some spoilers, because I have finished the game, as I said, and I just wanted to sort of put it out there that it's a good game with some slightly dodgy practices that they put in. So, like I said, this is Jeff. Say hello, Jeff. Hello. As you can see, we're in Mordor, hence grey. Pretty basic first person. It kind of reminded me of Assassin's Creed with all the sneaking around and the free running and stuff. Now, the thing is with Jeff, is he's no ordinary Gondor man. Ooh. As you probably just saw, he has an elven ghost living inside him. Yeah, that pretty much sums him up, really. You free run, you press spacebar, and you murderize orcs. And you're given sort of a kind of Dynasty Warriors score on how well you done murderize the orcs. And this is one of my favourite things about this game. Whoop! Ooh! 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 More often than not, when I play this, the game is a lot prettier than this, but obviously to hammer fraps into shape into any form of sort of some nice frame rate. I know I'm only getting 22 or 20 FPS at the minute, but, you know, could be worse.
Too bad Kugal got himself killed by the Tark, but I never liked him much anyway. It's a fight.
This game is fantastic for throwing little things like that out there, and I'm going to show you one of the main things that only unlocks in the second half of the game. So I originally put a review to my friends saying this is a fantastic game, but I can't see it going very, again, AI, super strong. But this happens sort of about halfway through, and you get to do this.
First we carry the barrels here.
He's now under my control. If I was to say, well, if there was anyone else around, I could press I, and he would fight for me, essentially. Again, very Assassin's Creedy. Creedy. See this white thing? I'm guessing it's going to be... Oh, is it on the inside of here? So if you press V, you go into Ghosty Vision. Ha ha ha! There you are, chap. Right. Whoop! Up there. And if we pick it up, we get 50 of those. And you learn some phrases. And you build this up, generally, as it goes. It's one of the bonus collectible type thingies. You don't have to do it, but I am going to, because, as I said, I put 27 hours into this damn game, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. That's a ghost run type thing that I unlocked. Oh, the unlock system. This game is kind of RPG-ish. Like, you cannot really change him. He is, because he's quite story focused, what he looks like and stuff is kind of set, and he's got his sword and his dagger, which is half of the sword, because, you know, badass. Because he's kicked people in the face. So you get upgrades, and your upgrades are on this sort of tree. And on this tree you've got sort of the ranger half, which is sort of stabbing and poisoning and double charge. Oh yes, that's the thing that you saw. When my sword glows blue and I press F, I can kill 2 people, because at the beginning of the game you sort of kill 1. And this is the Wraith Harp, which I'm kind of halfway through getting through. I do plan to unlock all of these because well, there's that. So any people that you've branded, which tends to be a lot, sort of you can kill near instantly and stuff. So that's the abilities. Then you get attributes, which are like how many runes your weapons. And runes are half randomized abilities that your weapons get from doing big things like killing key people, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then you get the progression, which is like I've done 20 out of the 20. So that's the main story complete, and it's only 40. That's with 4 outcast rescue missions and all of this stuff. Now, the upgrades, the weapons and runes. So your swords, you get as many runes, and killing. Well, we can have a look. So I got this one for starting the game. I got this one from killing Sonogog Swordmaster. Now, if we look, there's this thing called Sauron's Army, and this is Sauron's Army. So you get all of these captains. So these are all the captains, and the different things are like the different tiers of captains. You've got a captain, strong captain, veteran captains, and then you get these war chiefs and veteran war chiefs. Now what you can do is you can murder kill all of these, like this one. I've murder killed that one, eliminated. Or what you can do is, I don't think I've done it on any of these because the game sort of half resets after you finished it. You can go and brand, which is what I did to that archer there. You can go and brand any of these people. I don't know about these guys. I think you possibly can brand them, but I'm not sure. But what you can do is, if you brand any of these guys, so say I branded Lorm the Gorger, if I branded him, I could then go and kill this war chief, and he has a 50-50 chance of becoming the next war chief, and that means essentially I own his area, sort of thing. Although there are sort of unaligned orcs and stuff that you can still, so it doesn't take any of the challenge away once you've got, because before I finished the story missions I had all 5 war chiefs and about 90% of the captains. I couldn't get 100% because the damn people, see, they do these red mission things. So that's a recruitment, and they do that's a feast and stuff. So they do these things. They do duels and executions, and they kept killing each other off. So I couldn't get all of them. So I got the majority of them. So it did, I think, make the end of the game slightly easier. Now, what you can see here is this is part of what they call the revenge system. I think it's called or the vengeance system. I don't know. It's a system, essentially, that if you come across one of these rather ugly looking chaps, look at his face. Look at his ugly little face. They're incredibly detailed. Like, all the orcs are incredibly detailed. And they all have different personalities. So, like, if we go to... well done, chap. You've not managed to do that one very well. So we go to Stuga the Shadow. He is a person I've encountered before, and he has killed me. But because I have a ghost living inside me, I keep coming back from the dead. So he's a veteran war chief with the power 14. Now these are his details. This is how difficult he is. So he's afraid of burning, becomes terrified, and will flee, possibly, if he burns. And he can be damaged by combat finishes, which are these things. He's invulnerable to stealth. He's a monster slayer, so I can't do a stealth takedown like this. And he will be able to kill any monster that I ride in on quickly, which is not great. He does a heavy attack, which, well, you can read all of these. That's essentially what it all means. So, and he can smell me when I'm near him, which is creepy.
Are they twice as hard to cut down in battle?
So these guys are slave holders. So what you can do is if you do brutalize, and the animations are fantastic. Oh. And you save the slaves. Oh, and by doing that I leveled up technically and got an ability point, so I can then go to here and say, so if I do that and I unlock that. And that's how the ability systems work. It's kind of simple. So yeah, if I was to go, so these are all the war chiefs, but if I was to go to Sauron's army and pick this chap, he's located at West Garrison. So if I mark him on my map, and he should appear, there he is. So you see this thing here, that skull thing there. That will be the general location of the captain that I want to go and capture. Whoop. So this is it here. So what I need to do is if I sneak in, nice and stealthy like.
That ranger out there causing trouble. I hope they got good defenses in the garrison. The ranger!
What? So he's on my team. He's on my team. And he's on my team. Cool. So, if I sort of slip over to, so if I slip over to here, find somewhere nice and high. You don't have to be nice and high up, but I think it's sort of more sort of accurate-ish if I do it from. So if I go press X. So that voice in my ear is the Ghostman. Whoop! Stealth murder. So that's a stealth murder. Ow. Oh. Oh. I love that move. Oh. Oh. Kind of gratuitous, but I do love it. So, this one. Whoop. So I stealthed him apparently, and then I can go in slow motion and shoot his brains in. So that's sort of how the stealth's pretty easy. Now these are Caragors. These are so much fun. I gained an ability that I gained pretty sharpish as soon as I saw it, essentially, that allows me to ride the Caragors. So yeah, I can ride Caragors if need be. So what I can do is if I do this, don't think I can shoot it from here. Oh yes I can. And then sort of get high enough so it'll forget about me. Forget about it. Come on. There it is. I do this. Whoop. Oh, small quick time event. Put the thing in the thing, and now this Caragor is mine. Caragors are a little unwieldy, but they can do stuff like that. Oh, hello. So he hates Caragors, which will make him go essentially to Hulk up. Hello.
Nice pet. I'd advise you not to get too attached.
So what I can do? Oh, one shot, one kill, and now everyone's gonna run away because I killed their boss. You know, and he's supposed to be the super badass. Plus, I'm riding a Caragor because Caragors are cool. So yeah, there's a lot of fun to be had in this one. It's a general recommendation that I'm going to give it because it is a fun game, but it's kind of if you liked Assassin's Creed, you're probably going to like this. If you liked if you like Batman Arkham Asylum, I've heard it be compared to Arkham Asylum quite a lot because of the combat system. But the combat system from Arkham Asylum is near identical to the one in Assassin's Creed, so you know. But it is very fluid and it is very sort of. There are a few sort of slight glitchy bits where I've gotten stuck on stuff, but the majority of the gameplay, like, it's not completely broken my immersion yet. But I have spent a good sort of 5 or 6 hours playing this game in a stint. Now that Caragor there will fight for me, even if I'm unmounted, which is lovely. Also, you can mount these things called Graugs. Now Graugs are essentially, oh yeah, good boy Caragor. Good boy Caragor. Or like, if you've ever seen Star Wars, they're like Rancors. Yeah, so poor slave. I will avenge you. And you hear stuff like that, which is fantastic. Like just little bits that add to it are great. So, and then you sort of sneaky. These guys I hate. Oh, we've accidentally found a captain, which is what I love about open world games and dynamic gameplay.
We're done for. Move it.
It just sort of. Oops. I think I killed. Whoa! Didn't see that one. Whoop. Stab him. And oh, see, he's gone green. That means I can grab him, and if I can grab him, I can brand him. Ah! He's getting away. The end, when I sort of had about 70 or 80 orcs in play at once. Uh-oh.
I don't know about you boys, but I'm shaking in me boots.
So yeah, the enemies, all the orcs are incredibly well voiced and incredibly well acted. It kind of makes up for the fact that this guy has about the same personality as that rock right there. So yeah, but it's good fun, and it is a typical revenge story, but it's quite well played out, and there's a few bits that generally sort of made me a bit sad. I think I'm going to end this here, and you know what? It's a general recommendation. I'm about to get murdered. These berserkers are mean. So this is a final stand. Hooray! And what you get is you get this. Now if I get it in there, I get to counter and chop his head off. It's a bit overpowered, but it does sort of. There are genuine consequences for dying as well. Oh, he's got weapons that increase amount of bleeding. Ooh.
Step up, blood. Get on with it.
I don't think he's a war chief. I think he's just a captain. You are mine. And then I get to dominate, to gain some intel from him. So if I wanted to find out who this guy was, click, and he's Pigshrimp the Kinslayer. Doesn't trust any other captains and never will. So it gives me his location, his motive, how strong he is, and what he's vulnerable to. Yeah, I think everyone should just come with that, because that's a very legitimate fear. Let's dismiss him. So he's on my team now. So from me, Jeff, and Mr. Ghosty. Bye! Wah.